everyone, it's Cindy. Welcome back to Studioloo. We are here for day 3 of Junk Journal July 2024. Please check my description box down below to find all the information on Junk Journal July, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. So I am going to again today focus on something that I have in my stash that's like in a state that it can't be used in a journal yet, and I want to get it to a state that it could be. So today I'm actually going to just work with a couple of book pages because, you know, naturally speaking, they fold and they make great folios. So I have 2 of them here. And so what I would like to do is put them together as so. Then this one is going to fold in the middle like this. And this one's going to fold in the middle like this. So now we're working with 2 shapes, right? So that I'd have a pocket here and a pocket here if I were to glue those down. And then this would close and you would have a page and a page. So these are really, really thin book pages. And that's kind of by design for what I want to do, because I want to collage on these to make them like a usable folio in a signature. So what I'm going to start with is just by using glue stick to glue down the flaps on this one, like so. And this is kind of like a recipe for a fun folio, right? You're creating 2 shapes. One is this like triangle shape, and the other is just your regular folio shape of 2 book pages. I think I need more glue stick. This one is getting low. I have been working away today, so there we go. Fold those in. Just glue them down. Okay, so this is this and this is this. Now, let me see. Do I have another glue stick? I do. Good. I don't have to run and get another one. Okay, so the next thing I'd like to do is work with this piece, which is our blank page. So I'm going to go ahead and back the back just like you would any other piece of ephemera, right? That you'd add paper to on the back. And that's going to give us some nice like writing space. And you can collage this, or you can do a solid piece of paper. I think I'll probably try to collage it. I'm just going to do maybe 1 and a little bit over here. And I'm just looking for like neutral things that I can put down on here. So there is some neutral paper. Still quite plain. Some yellow. Go with that side. And this is going to be your back, so it's everything you're writing on. Don't mind while I just dig in my scraps here. This is a cool piece of paper that says Odd Conversations. It was from a book, another book. That color doesn't really go. Some eco-printed paper. A little bit more to go here. Some log paper, and that'll cover that up. That'll be good. Okay. This is like a half piece of stationery with some flowers on it, but it's nice and neutral. Bit of map here. Not too loud though, so it's good. Just anything that you can write on. Okay. We just want to make sure we've covered everything. There's one little spot right here. And the reason that I'm trying to make sure I cover it all is just because, like I said, the paper is very thin and I don't want it to be a weak folio. So we'll just plug that right there. And that is everything on the back covered. Okay, so then we'll flip it over. And these are going to go together. So that means that we need to cover this and this and this and this. So if you like what's back here already, you don't need to cover it. I think I do. This is just plain, which is great for writing. And the other is just nice old text. So I'm just going to go ahead and collage on this with something, you know, nice in sort of maybe a botanical or a nature theme or something, whatever is in my scraps. I'm actually going to start just with a bit of coffee dyed paper because who doesn't like coffee dyed speckly paper? Can't go wrong with that. Start right there. This is a bit of paper from the Junk Journal Studio. Go ahead and tear that down. That's too busy. I really need to go through my scraps. They're a little out of hand at the moment. Which always sort of happens after I finish making a couple journals like I just did. Maybe we'll do these little seed pods. Oops. Okay. Let's get a few more bits and then we'll do it all. Okay, that should be good. Just gonna try to tear everything into like geometric shapes. I prefer to collage with relatively geometric shapes. It's okay, you can just go right over your edge and then we'll trim it all afterward. Had a nice day today. I went foraging for mulberries with my children. So now we have lots of mulberries. I will probably end up making jam. We collected so many. Okay. Maybe like this. Yeah, that's good. Okay. We're getting there. Couple more little spots to cover. Okay, one more to go right over here. Perfect. Now that we've got that sort of shabbily covered, right, you can go to the back and take a look at everything that needs to be torn off, or cut off rather, and we'll just trim the excess paper. Get rid of all these scraps. And we'll come back to this. And we decided, remember, not to collage the front side of this. So now you have a couple options. One, you can decide to stitch around, or you can decide to glue around. I'm just going to do a simple glue for now. I think that would be good. But what I'm going to do is first I'm going to fold everything. Actually, maybe I will glue and then fold. Yeah, I'm going to glue and then fold. But I'll first just go ahead and go over the folds in the original piece one time so that they are still folding on the true folio. And maybe just take a bone folder and press that down so it's nice and folded flat. Okay. And then I'll flip it the other way and we'll reinforce the fold on this side as well. One tip is when you're going over the edge of the fold, try not to use any papers that are too short as you cross over from one side to the other, because that can make things a little tricky. Like right there, it's better to have a little extra paper. Like, see that one? You know, it's gonna not want to stick down. Flatten that whole thing out. Take a look over here. I'm just gonna actually chop that. We don't even need it. It doesn't matter. And then we've got two good reinforced folds. So then we will grab these together, and I'll show you for a moment. Had you decided to collage on this side, then you'd have something more like this. But I want to have this. So what we shall do is just run glue right down the middle here. I'm going to use art glitter glue. Just to line that up in the middle. And then line your edges up as well with your paper here. Reinforce the fold again. Make sure that it feels functional and doesn't feel kinky and weird. Then go over the bottom. And then up to the top of the pocket there. Same on both sides, all the way over. And on the pocket. And then you might find on the back that you have a little extra that you might want to cut off, or you might want to stitch around the edge just to neaten this up, and you can definitely do that. I tend to enjoy stitched edges, so I might do that real quickly just to make everything feel absolutely finished. And then I'll come back and I will show it to you. Alrighty, so I've used black thread to stitch all the way around the whole folio. And on back it is yellow in my machine. So this would just go into a journal. You know, this would be one folio in your journal like so. And you would have a pocket on one side. So you'd have that as your writing space on the back, and this as a pocket to put something into. They're nice big pockets on both sides, and then you could decide how you wanted to finish this. You could add more embellishing to it. You could add a focal point like a photo or a floral, or you could add something up here. Either way, you could you know, do whatever you want with it. You could glue some lace along here. Lots of different kinds of ideas I think would work with this, but for now I'm going to leave this as is. This is actually a very useful kind of thing to have in your stash, because when you go to make a journal, there's a page right there. You know, if your journal was, say, about, you know, cottages, you could put a cottage on here. If it was a journal about, like, you know, a woman's life, you could put a picture of her there. So, you know, whatever you like to just kind of customize it into what you would like to do. So that is my project for today for Fold. So hopefully it inspires you to play with some book pages and some scraps, because oh goodness, I have lots of both of those. So I'm happy to use them in this project. So I hope you are well, and I will see you tomorrow for another day of Junk Journal July. Bye for now.